Welcome to another short video from GMT Driving School. This one we're looking at mini roundabouts. Now with mini roundabouts, judgments are a little bit difficult because cars are only a few meters away from us, so we've got to be decisive and reasonably well educated in what we're looking for. Now you can see on the approach to this mini roundabout, it's really busy, so one of your first tricks is get most of that speed off. A good tip at any roundabout is not getting too close to the vehicle in front, especially a larger vehicle like this van, because that really does impede your visibility of the roundabout. Because we're really close to this vehicle in front, we can't really see who's coming from in front, which in this case was a red car coming from that intermediate zone. So if we'd stayed a little bit back, maybe about one car length, then we might have seen this red car and been able to proceed without waiting any longer. It's absolutely crucial that you time your cover appropriately. So you would want to move off around now when the red car is coming into play, not after it's passed the vehicle to the right. And if we have a look, the second red car, also without a signal, is also covering, so we could have gone here into that gap. Now if you wait too long and try and get away now, we're just going to move straight into the car from the right. At this point you'll notice that there are no more cars coming from ahead, so there can't be any more potential for cover. So the next tip coming up is two vehicles both with left signals on, as you can see from this frame here. So when you see two vehicles with two left signals on from your right, that usually will give you enough time to get yourself away if you trust that the second vehicle is in fact turning left, but that's entirely up to the driver to make their mind up. This is a classic example now of a student waiting a little bit too long and then trying to move off last second, which then I would have to put the brakes on and stop them getting into trouble. Notice at this point how I've put the camera onto the lane in front, which is now getting a little bit busier, so we're trying to spot cars without signals on in a reasonable amount of speed so we can get away with that cover. And there it is, the two white vehicles, both reasonable speed, both without signal, putting that cover in from the BMW to the right, an ideal opportunity to get away. So there you are, just a few tips to help you build and help you grow on your current level. On the outset it does seem like a really big task, and a roundabout like this is really tricky, but with a bit of practice and you reading the situation well and not taking any risks, it'll become like second nature in no time. But just keep trying, keep making those mistakes and correcting them, and it won't be long before you're as good as, well, me.